city of Budapest, or more specifically the Hungaroring, the home of the Hungarian Grand Prix. In 1986, the Hungarian Grand Prix made history when it was the first F1 race to be run behind the Iron Curtain. Characterised by its dusty and slippery surface, the Hungaroring has the tightest layout on the Formula 1 calendar, that is apart from Monaco. Overtaking here is very difficult, so a good qualification is absolutely crucial. Conditions are just about perfect here today. Clear skies and perfect temperatures on and off the track. The forecast is also good, and we expect it to stay like this for the whole race. It's pole for Juan Pablo Montoya. Second on the grid is Michael Schumacher. They're followed by Kimi Räikkönen in third. Fourth is Fernando Alonso. In fifth place is Jenson Button. Nick Heidfeld starts sixth. Giancarlo Fisichella is seventh. Eighth is Felipe Massa.
The grid is clear, the drivers are ready, and the drivers set off on their formation lap.
Here we go. Just remember, you don't have 100% grip yet as the tyres aren't fully warmed up. Tyre blankets can only do so much. Scrubbing the tyres left and right across the track surface will put extra heat in them. This should give you slightly more grip when you're starting the race. Try to get heat in the tyres before the final bend too. This way, you should have some heat in them whilst you wait for the rest of the grid to assemble. We think you can beat a number of the drivers that qualified ahead of you, but we're also thinking some of them might have technical problems later in the race. So try keeping things tidy and on the track, and you should be able to get into the points. Once you're sat on the grid, your tyre temperatures will drop again. So make sure that you finish this sector with as much heat in the tyres as possible. The current temperatures are a little low at the moment. Oil pressure looks good, temperature looks good, everything's ready to go. Good luck with the first part of the race. See you at the first pit stop.
You know the drill by now. Here we go. We are racing! Montoya gets off the grid well. That's a poor start for Fisichella though. Here come the drivers into turn one. Montoya leads out of the first corner, and behind him is Michael Schumacher. Next is Räikkönen. It's Liuzzi! That incident left one of his tyres with a knock, his right rear tyre. That incident hasn't forced him to quit the race. I'd say he's very lucky. Montero is involved in that as well. It looks like he's got away scot-free.
Sectors 1 and 2 are under yellows now. Make sure you go a little more cautiously and don't overtake anyone. The car condition
completed, the field looks like this. Montoya is first. Michael Schumacher is in second. Raikkonen is third. Button is fourth. Trulli fifth. Fisichella sixth. He's up from seventh. Webber seventh. And Massa is eighth.
Good stuff. You just put in your best time through Sector 1. Seconds in Sector 2.
As the drivers start their third lap, Montoya is first. Michael Schumacher is in second. Raikkonen is third. Button is fourth. Trulli fifth. Fisichella sixth. Massa is seventh. He's moved up from eighth. And Webber is in eighth place. He's lost a place from his starting position.
Time through Sector 2.
The battle for the lead is hotting up. Montoya can't have more than a few laps worth of fuel on board. He must be coming in soon. Michael Schumacher could really capitalise here.
Good final sector. Your best so far this session.
He's going to be pitting first. I suspect they'll short fill him. Michael Schumacher is quickest in Sector 1. The gap currently stands at 0.6 seconds. Michael Schumacher is breaking down this lead. The gap has now shrunk to just 0.3 of a second.
The rubber on your tyres is starting to get worn, and this will affect the levels of grip you're getting.
He's raised his game, Montoya, and the fight is most definitely on. He's put an additional half second between the two cars.
A third of the way into this Grand Prix, Montoya is first. Michael Schumacher is in second. Raikkonen is third. Button is fourth. Trulli fifth. Fisichella sixth. I can see the McLaren mechanics out in the pit lane. We can see plenty of activity down in the Ferrari garage now.
Michael Schumacher knows he has to respond, and he's doing just that. The gap has been closed to 0.7 of a second. Michael Schumacher is breaking down this lead. He's slowly closing in. The margin has shrunk by another 10.
Montoya enters the pits. Michael Schumacher pits. Montoya exits the pit lane.
Montoya moves up the field. A brilliant drive sees him exit the pits ahead of Schumacher.
Gonna come in next lap. The scheduled pit stop is next lap. Second sector.
The battle for the lead is hotting up. Raikkonen has to be running low on fuel. He can't go on much longer. Can Button make something of this?
I'm sure he's carrying more fuel than Raikkonen. He only needs to stay with him until he pits. He should be a second or more faster per lap with the lighter car. So if he can run a couple of laps longer, then he's in with a very good chance of getting past. That's assuming he can get a few more laps out of it, of course.
At the halfway mark, Raikkonen leads, Button is second. I can see the McLaren mechanics out in the pit lane.
Raikkonen puts in a good first sector. The gap currently stands at 2.6 seconds.
Going for your stop at the end of this lap. Your stop is at the end of this lap.
Raikkonen has once again pulled away. He was clearly quicker on that last sector. He's eked out the margin by another 10.
Raikkonen takes to the pit lane. Raikkonen completes his stop.
Take it easy while the tyres are blue. More grip. They'll soon heat up and turn green on the indicator.
It looks as if the Honda mechanics are preparing for a stop. Jenson Button takes to the pit lane.
As long as he keeps it neat and tidy, Raikkonen should easily have enough time in his pocket. It's a fairly safe bet that he'll be ahead of Button after his stop.
According to the car condition indicator, your tyres have reached a good heat and grip level should be pretty good.
There goes Raikkonen passing our vantage point. Jenson Button leaves the pits.
Button switches off the pit limiter and scrambles back into the race. But it looks like Raikkonen has done enough to stay in front.
P5, P5.
Fisichella puts in his fastest lap of the race. The lap previous was 1:17.20. That's a faster run than Michael Schumacher. He's recording laps in the low 1:18s. Let's take a quick look at the current leaders. Raikkonen leads, Montoya is second, Button is third, fourth Michael Schumacher, Fisichella fifth, Trulli sixth, Webber seventh, Heidfeld is in eighth place.
With just a few laps to go, it looks like Montoya has raised his game. Does he have enough time left to make his mark though? Raikkonen is under some pressure. The gap's now 1.5 seconds. Montoya is fastest through sector 3. He's closed the gap by another 0.2 of a second. Raikkonen's started to pick up pace now. He's not willing to let this gap get any smaller. He's extended the gap by another 0.1 of a second.
That's the fastest you've been through sector 1 in this session.
He's raised his game, Montoya, and the fight is most definitely back on. The size of the gap is now 1.4 seconds. Raikkonen's started to pick up pace now. He's not willing to let this gap get any smaller. He's extended the gap by another 0.1 of a second.
Here's the current top 8. Raikkonen leads, Montoya is second, Button is third, fourth Michael Schumacher, Fisichella fifth, Trulli sixth, Webber seventh.
Raikkonen has once again pulled away. He was clearly quicker on that last sector. He extends his lead by 0.3 seconds.
According to our computers, the tyres are accumulating some wear now. Just keep an eye on it.
Raikkonen is fastest through sector 2. He's extended the gap by another 0.1 of a second. Race leader Raikkonen has started his last lap of the race. His teammate is currently second, so it could be big celebrations for the McLaren team tonight if it stays like this. Raikkonen has once again pulled away. He was clearly quicker on that last sector. He's extended the gap by another 0.1 of a second. Montoya is pushing himself really hard as the final lap of the race begins. The question is, at this late stage, does he have the skill to keep his focus and overtake under pressure? Raikkonen puts in a good first sector. The gap is now 1.9 seconds. Raikkonen has once again pulled away. He was clearly quicker on that last sector. He's extended the gap by another 0.1 of a second. Raikkonen flies across the finishing line to take the maximum 10 points. Montoya will finish in P2. That's the 13th race of the season completed. Unlucky for some? Possibly, but it's provided an interesting spectacle once again. We take a longer break now, so teams and drivers can spend a little time with family and friends before we enter the final part of the season. Next stop is Turkey, at the latest Herman Tilke circuit, just outside Istanbul. With its notorious turn 8 ready to bite at anyone who's not concentrating fully, I can't wait for the action to start there. Join us in 3 weeks' time, where East meets West for another thrilling chapter in the F1 calendar. Goodbye for now.